Hello, it's Miss Edwards, and welcome to mini lesson 1.2b, combining like terms. By the end of this mini lesson, you'll be able to simplify expressions by combining like terms. Let's look at the vocabulary first. Like terms are terms that have the same variable raised to the same power. So your examples are over here, 3x and 7x, they have the same variable, x, and it's raised to the same power, just x to the 1. You also have just plain old numbers with no variable. Those are like terms. So 5 and 12. As long as they're both constants or both numbers, you can combine them. Now, 4x and 4y, are those like terms? No, because the variable is different. See how one has an x, one has a y, so we cannot combine them. And now to simplify just means to rewrite an expression in a simpler form without changing its value. So we can simplify expressions by combining like terms. Let's look at the steps. So first, we're going to find the like terms, figure out what has the same variable. Then we add or subtract the coefficients. Those are the numbers in front of the variable, and we keep the variable the same. So looking at this example right here, see how 4x and 2x, they both have an x, so we can combine those to 6x. And 3 and 5, they're both numbers, so we can combine them to just 8. Just a little reminder here, you can only combine terms that are alike. So let's do these examples together, these three. And you're going to pause the video and try the next three by yourself. So for number 1, what are my like terms? I see a 3x and I also see a 5x. Are they like terms? Yes, because they both have an x. So I can combine them. So I take the coefficient and I add them because there's a plus. So 3 plus 5 is 8. And then I put the variable on there. It's kind of like 3 apples plus 5 apples gives me 8 apples, right? So 3x plus 5x is 8x. All right, moving on to number 2, because we're done with that. That's our answer, 8x. So number 2, I see 6y. Now, what are my like terms with 6y? Is 2 a like term? No, there's no y there. But 4y is a like term. So I can combine 6y and 4y. I take the coefficients, the numbers in front, and add them together. 6 plus 4 is 10. Don't forget the variable on there, which is y. So I've combined now 6y and 4y to give me 10y. Now there's still this plus 2 here. Can I combine that? No. So I just have to add that on, okay? I can only combine my like terms. Whatever I can't combine, just, still add on the end there. So my final answer is 10y plus 2. All right, number 3, last example. So I'm going to look for my like terms again. I see 8a, and I see this 2a, and it's minus. So go ahead and indicate that you're bringing that minus with that, okay? So I'm going to combine now 8a minus 2a. So 8 minus 2 gives me 6. So it's just 6a. But now I have more like terms. See how I have a 3? So I'm going to go ahead and do another symbol. Let's box these. So we got plus 3 and we got plus 5. Those I can combine. So 3 plus 5 gives me 8. So my answer is 6a plus 8. See how I combine the letters, right? The a's, and I combine the numbers. Okay? Now I want you to pause the video and go ahead and try these next 3 by yourself. Go ahead and pause now. All right, let's look at your answers to 1 through 3 on the right side here. So my like terms for number 1 are the x's. I got 4x and 7x. When I combine those, I add the coefficient, so I get 4 plus 7 is 11, so 11x. That's it, that's my answer. For number 2, what are my like terms? I have 5m, and I also, what's alike with 5m, what also has an m, this 3m over here. So 5m plus 3m gives me 8m. And I still have the plus 6, that's still there, so I have to add that on. And my final answer is 8m plus 6. I've combined everything that I can, so I'm done. Now last one, number 3, my like terms. Let's start with this 9y, and I also see a minus 2y here. So I'm going to combine those. 9y minus 2y gives me 9 minus 2 is 7, so 7y. And then now I also have constants. So I have plus 4 and I have plus 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Just plain old numbers. You can combine those two. And I'm done. All right, so if you have any questions, please come find me. Otherwise, go ahead and try the Delta Math. And as always, I will see you in the next mini lesson. Bye.